Well, James Sherwood alongside me at the moment. We're awaiting the royal procession. They're just on their way, about to come through the Golden Gates. And for you, how does this week rank as an outdoor fashion parade?
I think nothing beats Royal Ascot, frankly. You know, it's the only week that really formal, beautiful day wear comes to the fore.
And I was talking to some girls earlier, and I said to them, oh gosh, I'm worried I'm a bit bright. And they said to me, but where else could you wear it?
I tell you something, bright is the colour. That's absolutely the truth this season.
Fantastic turquoise and pink there, and there's always a fair bit of black, isn't there? But matched with the brighter colour, it lifts it.
I think it's rather nice to see these flying saucer hats. This is clearly Isabella Christensen, the great Dane herself, in a very 1950s silhouette. This is absolutely exquisite. I saw this lady earlier. Pure black, pure class, beautiful. And I absolutely adore the balance here of this really bright hot orange and then a very simple straw hat and the flying saucer shape. Grey here, absolutely gorgeous. Philip Treacy.
Some great colours and some great shapes, but here is the vision that everybody has been waiting for, the arrival of the royal procession. They will come down the full straight mile of this racecourse that was relayed when the grandstand was built a couple of years ago. A procession of 4 carriages, and then there is also a posse of detached motor cars. But let's just take you through the carriages. In the first carriage, Her Majesty the Queen, who celebrated her official birthday last Saturday with Trooping the Colour, and the Duke of Edinburgh, who was 88 last Wednesday. The Duke of York is also in that front carriage on the far side opposite the Queen. And he is the UK's Special Representative for International Trade and Investment. And Lord Vestey on the near side with his back, as it were, to the carriage going forward. And he is the chairman of Cheltenham Racecourse and also Master of the Horse is his official title. In the second carriage, we will find the Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall, who celebrated their 4th wedding anniversary in April of this year. The Duchess of Cornwall, very keen herself on horses and has developed an interest in racing. They have a horse in training with Rafe Beckett, and also you'll see Princess Beatrice, who is 20 years old now and 5th in line to the throne, waving to the crowds. And next to Princess Beatrice is Mr. Christopher Rhys-Jones, who is father of Sophie, Duchess of Wessex. Duchess of Cornwall will be presenting a trophy later in the afternoon. In the third carriage, we have the Honourable David Seath in the grey top hat. He's a former Marks and Spencer's chief who chairs Newbury Racecourse. The Honourable Lady Seath in the turquoise, and closest to us the Earl of South Esk and his wife the Countess of South Esk. And in the final and fourth carriage we have Mr. Alistair Bruce, who's a national event commentator for Sky and BBC, a descendant of Robert the Bruce. Lady Vestey in the pink, CC Vestey, and nearest to us Andrew Balding and his wife Annalisa Balding. Andrew trains 3 horses for the Queen, the best of them being Banknote, who's been running all over the world actually, in Turkey and Dubai, and 1 in Germany. And Andrew had his first Royal Ascot winner 2 years ago when Dark Missile took the Wokingham handicap, and he has a runner in the first race here today, Dream Eater, and he also is my brother. So you can see there the crowds actually pick up the royal procession a long way out, and those Windsor greys making it a most spectacular sight, and one you most certainly want to capture on camera if at all possible. And James, Her Majesty the Queen wearing yellow.
She's wearing yellow. She's wearing a yellow and white silk dress with a yellow linen jacket by Stuart Parvin. The hat is yellow with white trimmings by Rachel Trevor Morgan. Stuart Parvin trained under society dressmaker Donald Campbell. He opened his own house on Motcombe Street in 1996 and received the royal warrant in 2007. Apparently there's a lovely story that when Stuart first went to the palace for a fitting with Her Majesty, his trousers split, and as he was kneeling to adjust her hem. Fortunately, Stuart's rather easy on the eye and incredibly charming, so the Queen was amused.
And when you consider how much preparation has gone into the carriages here, the horses, the uniforms, the equipment, the cleaning that's gone on at Windsor Mews, because a lot of these horses would have been in action on Saturday at Trooping the Colour, and the outriders as well, the head coachman at the Windsor.
You'll
News
notice
is
with the Queen,
Mark
Claire,
Hargreaves.
that she always wears a pearl and diamond button earring that was given to her by her grandmother, Queen Mary, on the eve of her wedding in 1947. I mean, it's incredible that a lady who has the most sensational private jewellery collection chooses to wear her grandmother's earrings every day.
I was reading, I've been reading, the Duke of Devonshire's mother has written a book, the Duchess of Devonshire, and it's called Home to Roost, I think it's called. Very, very funny. And funny about tiaras, actually, and jewellery in general.
Oh, didn't she shove a tiara under a sofa or something?
Yes.
Because the Queen Mother was there not wearing a tiara.
Not wearing one, and it was
Yes.
so much not the done thing.
Yes.
But it is funny how, you know, just in the last 50 years or so, the tradition of wearing very heavy, very valuable jewellery has sort of, you know, petered out. It's very unusual to see.
Well, I don't think the Queen does so bad, quite frankly.
No, that's what I mean, but it's very unusual to see anyone other than the royal family. And the Duchess of Cornwall, I think, always looks fabulous.
Well, the Duchess is making a departure this year. She's wearing Vivienne Westwood, which is rather exciting to think that the Queen of Punks dressing the future Queen Consort, and her hat is just a remarkable Philip Treacy, as is Princess Beatrice's.
And Princess Beatrice opting for the smaller hat.
I think they're easier to manage for young girls, to be perfectly honest. I've been shouted at before for saying this, but I rather like it when she puts her hair up.